Good morning, good morning, good morning. I sound a little husky this morning. I'm coming off of a head cold. Um, Came down with it this weekend. Went into urgent care. It wasn't the flu. It wasn't strep. It wasn't, you know what. Anyway, um, my newsletter is coming out today. And in that, I talk about what I did to heal much faster than what the doctor said would be likely. He told me he said 5 to 7, 10 days. And on day 4, I was feeling much better. I just sound sexier. So today, I wanted to talk about something that I've incorporated into my life for since 2013. And it's essential oils. And in 2013, I was at one of my workshops to graduate as a nutritional therapist down in Austin. And one of our instructors, after lunch, literally went physically down with a migraine headache. And they announced to the room, Jennifer won't be teaching, she's got a migraine. And literally, everyone in the room, 50 women or so, started whipping out oil bottles. And I looked around me and I was like, what? What are y'all doing? And they were pulling out peppermint because peppermint, turns out, is very oxygenating to the brain, opens up the blood vessels, helps you think clearly. So that was my first introduction to essential oils for a therapy. And if you think about it, in the old days, teachers used to give out peppermint candy to kids before taking a test because, again, brings oxygen to the brain. Our church passes out peppermint candies before the sermon, keep you awake. But at any rate, when I got back from that workshop, I attended a class in Fort Worth on essential oils. And so I was like, how did I not know about this? And I guess I've taken it for granted. I've taught a lot of essential oil classes, how they're important with detox, for healing, for cleaning the house. One of the first applications was for brain health. So a lot of us burn candles for scent, fragrant candles. And the word fragrance and scent can actually hide so many chemicals that are neurotoxins. And so instead of burning candles, I have a diffuser in my office right now, and I'm diffusing a scent called Motivate. Now, I am a doTERRA rep. I brought doTERRA oils in. I have some Young Living oils. I have some Spark and Vibrant Blue oils. I would not buy my oils at Walmart or Whole Foods, just saying, because they're going to be cut and not as pure. But so diffuser in my office, diffuser in the living room, diffuser in the kitchen, even have a diffuser on the boat for cutting through musty smells. And hubby, burnt the bacon and you got that bacon smell. You can diffuse some wild orange or something like that, and it just eliminates all those odors. Now, do I still use pretty white candles at dinner time and for atmosphere and mood? Yes, I use unscented white candles. So candles haven't left my life. But essential oils have been around since biblical times. We remember frankincense and myrrh, which would have been Mary's first aid kit. Frankincense is a very thick healing resin, and myrrh also is a thick healing resin. And in fact, if you go to PubMed.gov, which is where all the published papers are, peer-reviewed papers, you will see a lot on frankincense. This is the frankincense roll-on. Has been proven to induce cancer cell apoptosis, cancer cell death. So a lot of my friends have got the essential oils, and I'll say, oh, where's your On Guard, or where's your wherever? And they're like, oh, they're in a drawer somewhere. You won't use your oils if they're not there, visible to you. And I had a conversation yesterday with a client about habit stacking. Like, if all of a sudden I've got to drink more water and add collagen and supplements and a probiotic, and you get into overwhelm and you don't do any of it. So we build slowly habit stacking habits. You put your collagen in a pretty jar next where your coffee is, so you can put it in your coffee. My oils are right on my dresser where I get dressed in the morning. And I have a pretty little Italian tray that they're sitting on, so I don't make it, oh, I'm looking at a bunch of oils. I'm looking at a pretty display. And the first one to go on is frankincense. And I put it on the base of my brainstem. It's been very helpful for clear thinking, anti-cancer. It's very healing. It's one of the oils that I will put together in a roller if someone has had surgery and wants their scar to heal nicely. That would be lavender, frankincense, myrrh, and helichrysum, proven to have healing capabilities. So in the morning, frankincense goes on. The next one I love is called Balance. It just resonates with me. You know, everyone has different olfactory receptors. This one, the word balance, I put it on my wrist points and right over my heart. And it just kind of balances my day. I just feel very calm with this. Some of you have heard my story about I don't do mammograms, I do thermograms, and we had a hot spot on one breast that I was watching, and the physician said, I really want you to incorporate, you know, green tea and this and that and some essential oils. And the blend of oils, turns out, was the same blend that's in the blend called Immortelle from doTERRA. So the tatas get a little rubbing every morning with Immortelle. If you're having hot flashes, and I talk about this again, clary sage has been very effective to help minimize monthly PMS and cramping or hot flashes. And you roll this. I purchased these little roller tops. Some of them come roller, but clary sage over your ovary points. Right? So that's going to be right there on my getting dressed stand. Now, at night, again, on my nightstand where I have a pretty crystal jar where I have my probiotic and my nighttime sleepy oil. It's called Serenity. It's very soothing. It has lavender in it as well as some other oils. And I rub that on the bottom of my feet. And sometimes on my wrist, just kind of, you know, lavender sachets, lavender linen. Lavender helps you sleep. My husband prefers Peace. It's a little more masculine, a little more earthy. It's a lovely smell, but he puts that on his feet. So essential oils in my home, diffusing, all over the home diffusing. Actually, my wool dryer balls that I use in the dryer instead of dryer sheets, I will drop lavender on the wool dryer balls. So you still get that fresh linen lavender scent from the essential oils. And now that we're going into crud season, and I was at the boat when this all started coming on, I took my On Guard oil, which is a hot blend of cinnamon and clove and pepper and some other things, very antiviral. And I put it in some water and I gargle, swish, and swallow to be antiviral. I was going to try to draw something for you because at my very, very first essential oil class, if this is a cell, you see that? That's a cell. And the cell membranes, okay, every cell has a nucleus, like the brain, if you want to call it. Well, when you catch a bacteria, okay, and the doctor wants to give you an antibiotic, bacteria are pretty big, and they can't, that's not a very good color. They can't get into the cell. They're out here in the cellular, this is backwards, I don't know how to do that. They're out here. They can't get in. So when you take an antibiotic, it kills the viruses, okay? I'm sorry, the bacteria. Now, viruses are tiny, teeny, tiny, and they can pass through and get into the cell, and they cannibalize the nucleus, and they replicate, they reproduce and reproduce and reproduce, till all of a sudden they explode, bam, bam, and they spread through your body. That's like the flu. That's like COVID. That's what viruses do. And we don't have anything to really hit viruses with, except, guess what? An essential oil, because it's an oil, it's hydrophilic, and that's what your cell membranes are made of. Essential oils can pass through the cell membranes and get in and attack those viruses. So that was an amazing aha moment for me as the biologist, that viruses are so tiny, they can pass into the cells, they cannibalize the nucleus and the DNA, they replicate, and then they explode. That's why when you, all of a sudden you're like, oh, you feel like you've been hit by a truck when you get a virus. So essential oils play a big role in healing because they can pass through those cell membranes. Rubbing, there's a blend called, well, On Guard I've mentioned. I think in Young Living that's called Thieves. There's a beautiful blend called Breathe, which, kind of on your chest and in the air to diffuse to help you breathe. You can actually get in a hot steam shower and put the Breathe on the walls and breathe in the aroma to help clear your sinuses. So there's so many applications that we can use essential oils for cleaning. If you ever got any sticky something on a plate that you want to remove the sticky, lemon oil breaks right through that. We use it in cooking. We can use the rosemary, is great for memory. Smelling rosemary will help memory and brain. Peppermint for brain. So I love my essential oils, and the key is to keep them available and out where you would actually use them. Not, ooh, Leslie, I think they're in a drawer somewhere. But if you found this helpful, let me know. Let me know if you love essential oils. And let me see if I have any questions here. No questions at the moment, but oh, I'm back into my big hoops. Love them. So I would love to help you choose some essential oils. Or come by my office and let's have a smell party. See what resonates with you, because essential oils all have their own energy, and we respond to the energy. That's why some people respond to the smell of frankincense or peppermint or lavender, because we all have, it has the energies that we respond to, and they're very healing. And I just can't imagine my life without my essential oils. They go with me when I travel. I have a whole set of them at the boat. I have a whole set of them here, and I'm diffusing right at the moment. So go have yourself a fabulous day. Let me know if I can help you with some essential oils. Ta! Okay, at end.